Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Justin Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will get the first possession of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this all just steamrolling the defense. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's going to pass. He finds his man. At the 35, he's open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will have its first possession of the game. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Got room at the 35. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield, so when he got the football, there was just green grass out ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field, and then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got...
He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the toss. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your...
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Safe completion on the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down mark, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Grabs it in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield is Higgins. Flips it out in the flat. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Using his feet. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're bringing heat. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This guy just gives you that. He's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Higgins. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Makes his connection. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. The quick out. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win, but today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. A 3rd and long coming up here. The aerial assault continues. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think
he lets one fly deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Washington State has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been darn near perfection. They're up 14 over the Sharks.
He wants to throw. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum.
Can anyone catch him? The 40, the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And that one sails through the back of the end zone. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's got room. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Got his man down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw at Higgins. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the ball is intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Now they'll run the draw. Oh, what a move to get open. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Fast motion from the offense. Reads it, fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's got it down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Looking to throw it again. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry-up.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. At the 40, there he goes. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the punishment has been extended.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field to score. There's no end in sight with these guys.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Nifty little dance step. Just keeps moving. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Higgins. It's complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Touch pass on the run. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. Second down coming up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to throw on third. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 24 over the Sharks. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. They're working that left side to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And the beatdown has ensued. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia Tech, 49, Arkansas.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, what a move! Nothing but continues to fight for yards. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Oh, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost.
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the stomping has commenced. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. And right down the middle. That one's going to get a little star marking decided on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next week.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.